the 7-figure playbook. I'm going to teach you how to master your weekly planning so that you can take your business to 7 figures and beyond. If you've never met me before, my name's Jimmy Pomponio. I've been super blessed to be able to create 2 multi-7-figure companies, and I'm also blessed to work with an absolute ton of 7-figure business owners across the world. I want to share with you 7 hacks on how you can plan your week to be a 7-figure business owner. Look, not many businesses actually hit 7 figures, okay? It's a very, very low percentage. And the difference between the CEOs in those companies and those not hitting 7 figures is simply how they plan their week and how they execute their work. Now look, if you want to hit 7 figures, amazing. This episode's going to suit you really well, and as well as the rest of the content that I deliver. But look, if you don't want to hit 7 figures, but you want to run your business with a higher level of operations and you want to get more done, this is going to be super relevant for you here today. Look, the first one is you want to have rules within your life. You want to have rules of when people can contact you, when you reply to messages from your clients or from your staff, because that essentially covers everything, okay, in terms of your first pillar of time management. And how that works in reality for me is I have times in my calendar of when I will complete my client communication, also when I'll complete the communication that I have with staff. So it's not like if someone messages me, I reply in an instant. I have those set within my calendar. Also as well, I turn off the notifications on my phone. So if anyone, my friends, family do contact me via text message, I have times where I can reply to that. But also as well is if people want to call me, if something's super and urgent, all the important people within my life have my phone number, so they're able to call me, and that's when I know that what they're asking or what they need from me goes to a much higher level of importance, where then I'll get back to them as quickly as possible. But also you want to make sure, guys, if we go to point 2, that you're planning your perfect week and what that should look like. You're going to have certain tasks within your business and life. I like to plan my life tasks first, when I'm training, when I have date night, when I spend time with my friends and family. All those things that make me really, really happy go into my calendar first. Then I start to map out all the important tasks that I have within my business, whether that be times for marketing, times for creating new services and new products, time to have meetings with my staff, times that I run presentations. This training that I'm making for you guys today was actually put within my calendar to be able to present this training, including the time where I did research to make sure it's as valuable as possible. So you really want to map out your week. You want to know what does a perfect week look like within your life, and really stick by that calendar, because when you stick by that calendar, even when you don't want to, you are going to be a lot more successful than what you are right now. Because sometimes the difference between people who are super successful in hitting their goals is simply just doing tasks when they don't feel like doing it. But also if we go to point 3, okay, if we can move our life and business forward every single day, we are going to become very, very difficult to beat. It's going to become nearly impossible for us not to hit our goals as business owners. And so something I learned off a mentor a very long time ago that has really helped me is just writing down 5 tasks that I need to complete the next day to make my life and business move forward towards the goals that I have. Now, I call this the power list. I have to give reference to who I learnt it off, a guy named Andy Frisella. And what I do is I just have like a note, okay, in here. And every night, so say if I'm preparing my task for a Monday, is what I'll do is on a Sunday evening, I'll write down the 5 biggest tasks that I need to complete that day. Knowing if I complete those tasks, okay, I am very, very happy with how my business and life look that day, okay, so I'm always moving forward towards my goals. And this probably single-handedly out of everything that I'm going to share with you today, on a personal level for me on creating a few multi-7-figure companies, has been the most powerful. Okay, but also guys, in a world of distractions, okay, we get a ton of different distractions on our phone. I love our mobile phones. I want to be connected all the time because it's how we make an absolute ton of money in this world. But you don't want to be getting notifications on your phone until you're ready to look at them. So I do recommend turning all the notifications off on your phone. Okay, also as well, if people call you, get that automatically rejected. You can put lists in your phone of people who are allowed to call you. So then you can look at your phone and you can look at the certain apps and what you need to look at a time that suits you. You do not want to be getting distracted, okay, during the day. You can also get certain apps. Look, I spend a little bit too much time on social media. It's hard to stay off them. But you're able to have apps on your computer which limit the amount of time that you spend on certain websites, which again has been super powerful for me. When there's like a little moment where I get a little bit distracted, okay, these apps go, cool, you've spent 10 minutes today on Facebook, and it shuts down the website, where then you have to go through a 2-click process to actually stay on that. And that works for Instagram, it works for Facebook, it works for YouTube. It has been super beneficial. But also, guys, if you want to manage your minutes, okay, you want to get more done, you want to take your business to really massive levels where it's serving yourself, it's serving your family, you have lots of people you're helping, and you're earning an absolute ton of money, is you do have to learn how to delegate and automate those tasks that are below your pay grade. As you progress through your journey as an entrepreneur, your hourly rate will increase every single month, every single year. So the tasks that you're doing 12 months ago, you quite possibly probably shouldn't be doing them today. Now, initially, guys, in the world that we have, you can automate a lot of repeated tasks. Okay, you can also delegate them to domestic or offshore staff members as well. And then also, guys, in the last one, you really just want to focus on knowing what brings the most value to your company and really delegating everything off the back of that. And that can even include, I know this sounds a little bit funny, but it also can include tasks that you're doing around the house. Look, if your time is valued at $200 per hour, you shouldn't be cleaning your own house on a regular basis. That's what cleaners are for. You shouldn't be washing your own car, right? You shouldn't probably even be mowing the lawn. You're able to delegate that to other people so you can focus on the highest value tasks within your life. And guys, I grew up in housing commission. I grew up with absolutely fucking nothing. And so when I initially started to do this, I felt bad, right? I was like, damn it, like I shouldn't be doing this. I had all these different money mindsets around. And it took a long while for me to actually think about every single hour that I have in my life and put a monetary value on that. So this did take a little bit of a while, but I'm so glad we've got our amazing cleaners, the people that prep our food, the amazing people that help clean our cars and things like that. Okay, so that you can get maximum amount of revenue in the hours that you are living on this earth. But also, guys, if you want to hit 7 figures, if you want to save a ton of time, if you want to add a couple of $100,000, per year to your business, I do highly recommend having an executive assistant. My executive assistant's name's Cleo. I honestly could not live without this individual. Okay, he is able to handle all my emails. I never get an email. I have no notifications on my phone. On a daily basis, I catch up with him for 15 minutes and he is able to give me the emails, okay, that I know are most important to me and that he knows as well. Any emails that he can handle don't even come to me. I don't even have to think about them. He's also able to remind me on really important things. Okay, there's some things in my life that I need to fill out for my online personal trainer, right? Cleo is able to have access to all of that stuff and fill it out for me. Okay, then also as well, right, he's able to help plan the most important tasks within my week. If there's something that I really need doing, he's able to complete it. He's also very well trained, so he's able to set up our emails. He's also able to help set up our landing pages. He's able to process payments. He's able to process changes, okay, within any clients that we work with. And he's able to work that 8 hours a day, taking off all the lower value tasks or the lower level thinking tasks to be able to help me work on the most highest value tasks within my life and within my business. And then finally, guys, you want to look at dead time. Look, we all have 24 hours in a day. We all need to be sleeping 7 to 8 hours to perform at our best. Okay, but there is going to be dead time that we need to review and reflect on. Dead time for me, watching sport, spending too much time on YouTube, binge watching television series, spending too much time on social media. There is a ton of dead time within our calendars. We all have enough time. Okay, but you want to identify what is the dead time for you. Where is time where you're actually not improving your life, you're not improving your health and fitness, you're not improving your business. And guys, I'm not saying to cut out all of the dead time. Like if you told me to never watch a rugby league game or never watch a UFC fight again, I would just simply say that you're crazy. And you definitely have some things that you want to spend a bit of time on in your life. And that's totally okay to relax and reflect. But if that time gets out of control, right, and you'll have too much dead time in your calendar, you won't recharge enough, you won't work on your business enough, you won't spend enough time in your amazing relationships that are really, really important to hit 7 figures. You know, having a supportive partner, having supportive friends, being able to hang out with people and relax and reflect and have amazing times, is you just need to really reflect on the dead time within your calendars. And that's going to be a little bit different to the dead time that I have, because we're all different. And an easy way to be able to look at this, okay, and I definitely recommend doing this once per month, is just grab out a pen and paper and just for 3 days, write down what you do every 15 minutes of the day. And I do also like to do this on weekends. You want to be making the most of your weekends within your life and your business. Okay, so let's recap everything for today. So firstly, you want to have rules, okay, within your life. When you contact people, when you're able to be contacted. You also want to plan out your perfect week. Start with the most important tasks early, okay, and make sure that you live by your calendar. You also want to use your power list. Write down 5 tasks that you need to complete every single day to move your life and business forward. Make sure that you're limiting distractions and notifications on your phone. Use delegation and automation to make sure that you're focusing on the highest value tasks at all times that bring you the most ROI within your business, within your health, and within your relationships. Use an executive assistant, right, who is there as your partner in crime to be able to handle all those little decisions and all those little things within your life, within your business that you can delegate to someone. And then always review your dead time, okay? You are going to have dead time that's not moving your life and business forward. It's not about cutting out all of the dead time. It's by making sure that that dead time where you're not doing anything super productive is at a minimum level, okay? At a minimum level. And guys, I hope this episode helped you today. Look, if you want to take your business to 7 figures and beyond, make sure you do all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe. If this resonated, if you have a business owner friend who really wants to crush it, really wants to hit 7 figures, is share this training with them. I'm sure it'll give them a little bit of value. And until next time, guys, I will see you on the next training.